Oh god, he's saying that in front of someone from that academy as well. Oh. Yeah, he's saying that in front of Hu Weina. Oh, they have a love story going on. Royal. So they end up meeting Tiandou Cheng's prince, and we also end up realizing that Daimo Bai is actually a prince. I mean, we knew this before, but it's like fully emphasized when the Tiandou Cheng prince actually refers to him as royalty. Trouble. So when you actually mess with someone who is of royal blood, you end up getting into trouble, because if it's like a teenager, their, I don't know, grandpa? How should I call this? Caregiver figure? Yeah, their caregiver gets involved and they're just like, oh, you're bullying my kid or something like that. Yeah, it's kind of like the equivalence of saying, you're bullying my kid and I am taking full action on this. Fine. Xiao Wu literally like punched him in the face, but I don't know, like they're making this seem like it's like a crime. Yeah, like it's like, you insolent fools, how dare you do this to my child, kind of thing. And yeah, so because they do this, they end up not being able to join the Tiandou Cheng team, which they were supposed to do. But you know, there are new opportunities. Female. This is where we get to the point where they end up joining this other academy, which is also in Tiandou Cheng. And we meet this female headmaster that actually has a connection with headmaster Lan De and Xiaogang, the teacher of the academy that Tang San goes to. One of the memorable scenes is when we meet Tiandou Cheng's prince. I mean, it's just memorable because, can I just say, compared to the other really they are like, you know, among the bad people we saw, there are good people, such as Tiandou Cheng's prince. And also, actually, now that I mention it, the headmaster of Tiandou Cheng's like academy is also has a good personality too. So yeah, those two legit are good people. And then we actually realized that Hu Weina actually came to Tiandou Cheng just to speak to the prince, and she ends up actually just staying behind with the prince. As I mentioned before, Xiao Wu hits someone of royal blood, and they end up getting into trouble where the caregiver of the person who got hit literally doesn't even want them to join the team because Xiao Wu hit him. It gave him like a bad impression of them. Along the way as well, we realized that someone is looking for Tang San. The last scene that's really memorable is when the female headmaster called Long reunites with Lan De and Xiaogang, who I mentioned what their roles are. And basically, there's something going on with Long and Xiaogang. What the heck just happened? Okay, I'm like in literal shock right now. Oh, he's showing that he likes her a lot. Surprises. So apparently I've been saying Hu Liana's name wrong when I said it as Hu Weina, instead it's actually Hu Liana, but we find out that's actually not who she really is. That's not her real name. Selling. So Osaka, Ma Hongjun, and Daimo Bai, they perform a play that Osaka wrote, and we know that Osaka has written plays, but we didn't really think that they would be actually reenacting, like they would actually be putting on and acting as the roles in the play. And we find out that they're doing this because they need to earn money in order to join a competition. And in order to join the competition, you need to pay, I think, a fee. Love. So we see that Arlong and Xiaogang, who is Tang San's mentor and the teacher at the academy, relationship going on. They have a love story, and it's just going to blossom from there. Tang San and Xiaowu, their relationship is stronger than ever when Tang San gets captured and Xiaowu starts acting really frantically and just like fighting anyone who gets in her way. Similar to what happened to Tang San when Xiaowu gets captured too. So the most memorable scene is definitely where we learn about Hu Liena's real identity. Yeah, very shocking scene. Another memorable scene is when Xiaowu acts really irrational and starts frantically searching for Tang San, who is captured. This leads her into danger where she gets in trouble with Tiandoucheng Academy. The academy teachers end up saving her, so yeah, she's out of trouble, but then it kind of causes like a rift between them and the Tiandoucheng Academy people. So Tang San is captured by someone, but they end up forming an alliance where Tang San helps this wise, powerful, elderly man get an antidote from the place that the quote man is from. So that person's called Ye Zhiqiu. When he goes to that place to grab the antidote, he meets his dad. Now he's being mind controlled. Well, I don't know how he's being controlled. Yeah, the prince is iffy. Yeah, if someone messes with Xiaowu, then Tang San's gonna be, going at you. Fake. Tang San finds out that the man who stands in front of him that looks exactly like his dad isn't actually his dad. Emotional. It describes how I felt when I watched it. The whole time, I could not bear to watch. Like, honestly, I kind of forced myself to watch it because I had to know what was happening, but it was really painful to watch, especially to see that Tang San was willing to help save this elderly man's granddaughter from the poison. And it just kind of tells us that everything you do has consequences. Me being emotional is because it's just kind of meaning that I just feel terrible to see that Tang San has to just do something about it. Sacrifice. Xiaowu sacrifices herself just to help Tang San save the elderly man's granddaughter. And do you know what happens? She ends up being powerless. Because she, in the end, she helps Tang San have the power and energy to supply the granddaughter to be able to be healthy again. But then Xiaowu is the one who sacrifices herself because she ends up giving all her powers to Tang San. One memorable scene is where we see, so Tang San's dad is captured actually because the man who we think is his dad is not his dad, is a fake. It's a fake. And we see the same thing with Hu Liena where she pretends to be the prince as well. So that's like a memorable scene. Two scenes actually where we see that people have the ability to morph themselves into someone else. Another memorable scene is when Tang San and Xiaowu do whatever they can, even if it means sacrificing themselves to just save this elderly man's granddaughter. Yeah, it was just, again, it was really terrible to watch, but it had to be done, because if nothing was done, then the granddaughter would just be lying there, not moving, being silent, and just like looking like she's dead. So it was just kind of like something they had to do in order to not get themselves in trouble with the elderly man, whom you will realize is actually very powerful and will probably harm them if they don't do anything to help his granddaughter. Yeah. So another memorable scene is we see 铁三角 using their power. So 铁三角 includes 兰德, the headmaster of Tang San's academy, of the academy that Tang San is in, his mentor Xiaogang, and Arlong. They have not used their powers in a while, and it was just really nice to see them kind of reuniting and using their powers again. And we see some lingering feelings between Xiaogang and Arlong, so very excited to see more of that. Your mom's right. She wants you to live a good life. So cute, Xiao's jealous. Okay, calm down, dude. Your mom told you not to do this, not to get revenge. Mother. Tang San reunites with his mother, who is actually deceased, in this place that his mother actually created for him, and only for him to go to. Recovery. Xiao Wu also comes with Tang San to the place that his mother created for him, and she ends up recovering her powers back, being around plants that serve as medicine. And these plant medicines can actually serve to be helpful to get one's powers back, apparently. Feels. Xiao Wu gets jealous, and yeah, it's like very evident that Xiao Wu likes Tang San. And this is like, you know, kind of like seeing her getting jealous, because we previously saw Tang San often getting jealous, and now we see her getting jealous. It's like pretty interesting. One memorable scene is when Tang San and his mother reunite. So it's actually this is a very important moment, because Tang San, his mother passed away when he was young, and so this is like his first time actually interacting with his mother. Another memorable moment is not really a moment, it's just that we see that Xiao Wu gets jealous because this other girl's not trying to seduce him. It's more like, I think she just said something along the lines of like, oh, we're gonna get married or something, and then that kind of just makes Xiao Wu feel upset. Tang San also has a really interesting relationship with the Poison Master. So humorous, but not humorous, serious, but not serious. So after everything that has happened, Tang San meeting with his mother, Xiao Wu recovering, also basically dealing with the whole issue of helping to save the Poison Master's granddaughter, Tang San and Xiao Wu go back to their academy place and reunite with their friends from the academy. And then also when he comes back there, he also comes with gifts. So he has gifts for them from the place he was in with his mother.